Hey everybody, R2Deepu here with Late Stage Capitalist on YouTube. Thanks for joining this channel. New channel, started a new channel. Saw that it was available, saw no one else had a channel named this. I was like, wow, I gotta make a channel because we are in the late stage, folks. We are totally in the end game. Heads are starting to roll. I mean, look at Shinzo Abe. I mean, it's starting to happen. The dominoes are all falling, the real estate, mortgage-backed securities, and all this stuff, it's all coming down. So, we here are going to discuss the ramifications of that. What the late stage looks like, how to account for it, and how to win going forward. I've done a little bit of that myself. I saw a lot of this coming, maybe not in such detail as we're experiencing, but I'm 33 years old, graduated college in 2010, and knew the whole time that the goal was a laptop job. Because that's what winning can look like for a lot of people. And now, 10 years later, working from home is the new standard for quality living. So, I invested, I was early into trying to get that laptop job, and I'm rolling. It's up and running. It's a very successful business. Keeps me very busy. Helped me grow as a person, professional, creator, so on and so forth. So shout out to the I Told You So gang. How are you? Thanks for joining. I'm right there with you. I know people that were talking a lot of smack about crypto, especially in the past year and a half. And to see them finally get a little bit of humble pie was nice. It was nice because they were talking way too much. They were talking like they were actually making money, like they actually were six-figure earners. And as someone who has actually earned six figures in a year and knows what it took to get to that point, I found it to be an insult the way they say they earn like we do. Here is the main thing I want to talk about with you today. The main message is, welcome to the channel, first of all. Welcome. Looking forward to all sorts of content related to the end times, prepper intel, boots on the ground in New York City. By the way, shout out to Southern Prepper One, a fantastic channel I discovered a couple of weeks ago, and does great reports, gets great intel coming in, and it feels legit. I mean, I see a lot of what he's talking about in person. I've seen a lot of that stuff. Tons of indicators to talk about. Tons of indicators. I love getting into the weeds, really tracking all these things as best I can. So, the main message I have for you today is think about what happens to the world when everyone thinks like you do. Think about that. We are planning for the world to go a certain way, for the script to go a certain way, but no one is following the script. And if you paid attention to what the new script is, it is not going to lead to the classic expected 3% year-to-year growth that every government is aiming for, right? And what we're creating instead is a dystopia, utopia, Orwellian nightmare society. It's a disaster. So follow the channel. We're going to totally get into it. We're going to do all sorts of breakdowns, deep dives, explanations, theorizing, postulating. We are going to go ham up in this mug. By the way, stock up on your ham, folks. So think, what happens to the world when everyone thinks like we do? And by we, I mean this next generation of people, the millennials. All right, we have the Gen X people. They were accustomed to a sort of an older way of thinking, the older way of lifestyle, and that is all going to be jacked up. That's all going to be jacked up. The way that millennials earn, spend, think, prioritize things, it's going to have massive implications, not only in the U.S., not only in the West, globally. It's happening globally. I mean, the lie flat movement, do I even have to get started on that? It's everywhere. It's already happened. So that's why we are in the late stage, folks. So follow the channel. Please sub to the channel. Please like the video. Looking forward to getting into it. Let me know in the comments. Like, do you have any? What are some indicators that are kind of silly to other people, but tell you something about what's going on out there? I want to hear about it. I love tracking that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna just leave it at that. I'm going 6 minutes now. Let me know what you think. Bye. Peace.